Okay guys, well, I got the tank in, and you guys might have seen that in the last video, but the next thing I need to do is run fuel line from the gas tank up to the fuel pump.
Me and the boys was sitting around drinking, we was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. And we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one more party, one more special occasion. Do it Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, holidays and weekends. We can have one more party. There's more hell we should be raising. One more party now, one more party tonight.
And I also need to hook up the fuel gauge. I did play around the other day, and I did test the gauge before I put it in, or the sending unit. So if we want to look at that, there's the sending unit, and I just need to hook that in. And if you look back at one of my previous videos, I did come in and I did make a repair before. So technically I could just disconnect this wire and hook into this and hook a new wire and then just run that back to the tank. And then I'd have the gauge. The other thing I need to do is run fuel line. So I'm going to have to run that somewhere along the frame all the way up over there and run new fuel line. And if you remember back to a few videos ago, I did have to replace that piece of fuel line. So technically I could just run right up to here and tie in, or I could run a whole new line all the way up to the front. Let's look at it. I mean, it would be far easier just to run it right over to here and tie in, or right over to there and tie in. But really, yeah, one way or the other. I need to get line from way back over there to at least to here, if not maybe to there. Alright, so let me look at that and see what it's going to take to do those two things. Hooking up the gauge is fairly easy. I just got me a new green wire, 18 gauge, put in a new end, ran the wire up through here, up over that, and then through that other hole over here, and then through a hole down here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Through that hole. Then I drilled a hole over here, ground it off so it's nice and smooth. Ooh, I should probably do this other side too. But, and then I'm just going to hook it up. I mean, pretty simple. Nothing too special about hooking up the wire. Let me hook that up and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, first problem. That will not crush around an 18 gauge wire. Second problem. That will not fit around the stud. So what did I do? I took a drill bit, jammed it in there, and widened it out. Now this will fit around the stud, and that will crimp onto the wire. So I'll go crimp that, and we'll see how it works. Alright, so the white one didn't hold, the red one wouldn't hold, but the blue one, that seems to hold on there pretty good. So there you have it, guys. Got a wire for the gauge, Hopefully this thing works the whole way. Now I just need to run the fuel line. So next step, run the fuel line all the way down there. Well, that ain't gonna do it. I need 5/8, not 3/16, you idiot. Well, gotta order some more parts.
Me and the boys was sitting around drinking, we was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden, what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. Then we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one more party, one more special occasion.